Hi everybody, this is Sannie from Sannie Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm doing my Friday freebie. It is Sunday, the 21st of Jan. So I apologize for not getting this freebie out to you. It was designed and everything, but then I had problems printing. So managed to sort my printer out. And here it is. So you're going to get 3 pages. I haven't printed a full page of this. I'm not going to waste it because I printed the full page and then I used it on my my prototype. So this is what's left from it. And I think I can manage with it, okay? But this is going to be a full page. And then you've got this as a full page. So it's some collage that I did and with roses. And then you've got this as a full page as well. Now I've printed them two-sided, and I printed this in one direction and then I printed this in a different direction. Okay, so if you're going to use it the way I'm going to show it to you, then you're going to have to figure out how your printer will do this. Okay, so those are the 3 pages that you are going to get. What did I make? Well, I didn't make something groundbreaking. Okay. In fact, I might do a project tomorrow that might also lend itself to this. But this is my Friday freebie. So with this page here, I made a tag that's going to go in, and then I am trying to use up some of my stuff because I buy all this stuff and I don't use it. So I just I decorated the tag with a flower sticker, a butterfly sticker, some words that I have. If it's not on my Ko-fi, it is on Sannie Creates Junk Journals. I've got some words over there, and I just put a little bit of washi there as well, and that goes in there like that. Okay, like that. And then this opens up, and you kind of have that paper inside, and then using this paper here, or the rest of it, I kind of made this flower. I mean, sorry, not this flower. I'm looking at the flower. This journaling tag here. It's got a belly band here. And I kind of made this tag over here. And I kind of supposed to put something there, but I didn't. Okay, but it doesn't really matter. So that's your Friday freebie for today. As I always say, I'm just giving you an idea how to use it. How you use it is up to you. Okay, so if you are going to follow what I'm doing, so you'll need to print your papers, and you'll need like a scissor or a cutting board. Sorry, not a cutting board, a cutter, pencil, not a ruler, even glue, inking if you're going to ink, the ribbon, all those things that you should have in your craft stash. And then these Velcro dots over here. If you don't have Velcro dots, I guess it's okay because we've got very little going on in here, so it's not going to create too much of bulk. What I would do then is that if I don't have a Velcro dots, I might make this flap a little larger, but also you can use like a policy envelope closure over here if you want to. It depends on how you want to do this, okay, in terms of your closure. So let's get started. This is a 4, so I think I'm gonna cut it. Oopsie, I'm so sorry. I think I'm going to cut it maybe so what is A4? 8 and a quarter, I think, by 11 and 3/4. So I'll cut maybe 1 4 1/4, and then the other one will be 4, if I can get my measurements right over here. Yeah, so I had to sort out my printer, but taking this side of the page and I made it 4 1/4. But I'm thinking to myself, let's turn it around. Let's because I've already used that side, so maybe let's make this 4 1/4. How's that? Then I won't have the very same thing. Okay, cool. Bananas. That's 4 1/4. There. Okay, so that's 4 1/4 and then 4. Right. And then we can put this away for now. I think you don't need it anymore. So there we go. 4 1/4 and 4. Ooh, looks like my blade is getting a bit blunt. Almost the same size actually, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so almost the same size, of course, because 4 1/4 and 4 1/4 will give you 8 1/2. Silly Sannie. Okay, anyway. Oh yeah, there goes the weirdness. Because this must have been 4 1/2. Kind of almost 4 1/2. Yeah. Okay, a little off. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to eyeball it, but then I'm going to give you measurements, right? So I'm just going to eyeball to see how far up I want it. Oopsie, wrong direction. Okay, so I need to eyeball in here. Okay, so I'm thinking somewhere there. Yeah, I think somewhere around there. Okay, I think that would be good enough. Okay, like that. And then I'll give you measurements now. Oh, there's it on this side. Yeah. Okay, and then all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring it down, but not too much. Oh, it's the same. It's the same one I used. I meant to take the other one, but then I took this one. Okie dokie, Sannie. Clearly you like this. Alright, so almost the same if you look at it. There and there. Right, so let's give you some measurements up here. So I folded this up. Dear, I don't know where's my rollers. They disappeared on me. I folded it up about 12.5 centimeters, and if you're looking at it in inches, that's let's see, 4.5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7/8, 4 and 7/8. Okay, and how wide? I'll give you how wide it is. Right, so that's 4 and 7/8, and then inside here, if I can measure, that would be about 5 inches. Yeah, 4 and 7/8, and then 5 inches, or in centimeters, that worked out to about 13. Okay, about 13. So if you get that right and you get that right, that will automatically be measured for you. Okay, not really, because it depends on how much you bring it down. So I left a gap, so this is yeah, but it is true, kind of. Okay, sorry man. 2 so 1 and 1 and 4 5/8, 1 and 5/8. Okay, and in centimeters that is about 4.5. Okay, gosh, so that is it, and then you might want to ink around it depending on what you want to do. Okay, so I'm using a corner rounder as well because I want to round my corners like this. No, I want the big one. So ladies, I hope that you are well and that the new year is treating you quite well already. Okay, so I want to ask you a question. This is what I want you to put down in the comments. How many of you have made some kind of resolution to say that you are not going to or you are either not going to buy craft supplies, or if you are going to buy craft supplies, that you are going to buy them very sparingly. Okay. Oh, let's see how many things we can do. Right, so I am going to you see, this way it would have fit this pink, but I want to have a little bit of gussets in my pockets. I happen to like gussets in my pockets. You know that about me. So I am going to do it this way here, right? So I'm not going to measure as yet. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out my scoreboard. Oh no, the other way. Like that. And then I'm going to measure. Wait, before that, instead of scoring everything, let me just cut some down quickly. Let's put the scoreboard here. Let's do that quickly. This will give us the width of the paper, and I'm gonna cut at 7 centimeters, maybe 8, because I want to have a 1/2 inch. Now let's go 7.5. How's that? 7. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. 7.5. What is wrong with me? 7.5, 8. I don't know. Going weird. Okay, right. 7.5 centimeters. So now let's take out our scoreboard, and I'm going to make it 1/2 inch. Is that half? Yes, that's quite big. Don't need it at 1/2 inch. Okay, you can make it smaller if you want to. And then I'm going to just burnish it with my fingers. And now I'm going to take it to here, like that. That is quite large. Okay, and then I'm gonna mark it. Sorry about the noise. I'm gonna mark it over here, so I know my next score must be there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it here like this, like that. I bent that side down. Did you see that? Okay, and then I'm going to match up the score, which is 4 1/8. Okay, and because I'm not good at inches, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say right, because if you were good at inches, you'll know 4 1/8 plus another 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm just going to line it up there, and I'm going to do another 1/2 inch here, like that, which means that now I can cut on that 1/2 inch line. Okay, like this. So I'm working with 128 GSM paper, hence the reason for me, just using my fingernails to do this, like that. Okay, and that's going to be, ladies, I'm silly, hey. Okay, no, I think we're going to be fine. And that's one line there. And then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to score again at a 1/2 inch, okay, for my gusset at the bottom. So I've got a 1/2 inch all around on the top. I mean the sides, both sides I have a 1/2 inch, and then I've got my 1/2 inch at the bottom for my gusset. Okay, now I think I can finally put this monster away, and then I can use this now, right? So that's basically it over there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to miter the edges like that, there, and then like that, there. Okay, and then also over here from this line, fold score line outwards, and from outwards to that score line inwards. Okay, so that's it. Then I'm going to take my vintage photo, which is lying here, right, and I am going to ink this up simply because I am going to put it down now. So I will ink the rest of the papers later on. Then I'm going to take a, I think it's a, I don't know what inch. I have no idea. I think it's a 1 inch. 1 inch, and I'm gonna make a notch in my pocket. That's a pretty deep notch. Okay, that's it. And then all I'm gonna do is I am going to fit it in here like this. Right, so there's my glue, and just use this glue, but now it will give me problems. Yeah, so as we were talking about, we were saying about craft supplies, eh? So how many of you have decided, just put a little bit in there by mistake, how many of you have decided no craft supplies this year, or sparingly, or you're going to use your stash more, or use up your stash before you buy again? How many of you have done that? Okay, love to know. I'd love to know if any of you had made New Year's resolutions to that point, to that end. That's the word I'm looking for, end. Okay, so I'm just putting this pocket in. It is deeper than the other one, my prototype, but hey, who is counting? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tag. So I'm just going to ink these here so I can see where the folds lie. That would help me to measure. Okay, right, so that's the, and I think I'm going to make my tag. Okay, so I'm going to make my tag. So I think what I'm going to do is just change it up a bit, because now this is so similar to it is exactly the same. So I'm going to make my tag from here onwards, right? Gonna make it, just once again winging it, and I'll give you a measurement just now. Right, so I'm going to make my first tag around that. I'll measure just now for you, and then I'm gonna cut out some. Now what do I want to not lose? Do I want to lose the flower there, or do I want to lose the roses there? I think I'm going to lose some roses. Yeah. So this is about 8.5 centimeters wide. Okay. And there we go. Now I've got this in the back. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some paper, and I am going to cover it so it becomes a journal card for me. Yeah. So I'm growing a steady stash here of all the things that I make. I've got quite a few, like, places where I store them and things like that. So I need to start making, well, I do use them. You will see in my rose flip through, if I'm not mistaken, you will see my romantic roses journal. If you haven't gone and watched that video yet, I've got a flip through on that one. So you will see in that journal there that I actually use quite a bit of the items that I made in, videos or whatever. And I even said, this one was, I made it in a YouTube video, whatever. Sometimes I remember to, when I'm posting the YouTube video, I remember to set it in such a way that I have a playlist for the particular journal that I'm making. Not all the time. So sometimes you might see it, sometimes you might not see it under the journal playlist. Please forgive me, because sometimes I make the the ephemera, and then I find the journal to put it in. So I have no idea when I'm posting the video what it's going to be on. So that's going to be one of the tags. We'll come back to it, let it dry. Okay, so that's going to be there. Then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take this piece that's left over, right, and we are going to make a belly band with it. So whatever was left over, I'm using it to make a belly band, and that's about 1.5 inches, just 1.25 inches. Okay. So that's it. There we go. That's the belly band so far. And then this piece over here that I pulled out, why not put it here like that, like this, on my belly band? Huh? Cool bananas. Okay, so there's my belly band. Just gonna ink it. Like that. And then I'm going to ink this piece as well, but I also need to cut it down. So I need to cut it down about that much as well. Now I'm going to take my cutter. I know it's like overkill, but I can't cut straight, so I'm going to take my cutter and I'm going to cut it down like that. Okay. Yep. So ladies, last night I released a new kit. Well, it was actually this morning, and it is Romance and Roses. So it does have a Valentine's Day theme, and I think in right at the end of the year I did release one that was vintage romance or whatever. But it didn't have pinks in it. It had like greens and oranges and stuff like that. So for the people that still like red and pink and you know, those kind of colors for Valentine's, the traditional colors, then I did release a kit last night. I just did not have time to film it to show you the kit, but it is on my Ko-fi store, and it is on my what's this word now, man? Etsy store, and they are on a 25% discount. And remember that on my Ko-fi store, just adding this in here now, on my Ko-fi store you are going to get both the PDF and the JPEG versions of it. Okay, all right, so this was our tag. Okay, and I'm using a a tag corner rounder here. Well, not a corner rounder, but it will give me the tag look. Okay, like that, if I want to. But I mean, I've got it, you know, I'm using it. It's not a must that you must use it. So I'm just going to trim off the edges here. They don't look very nice here. Like that. Like this. Okay. So there's some glue here. Ta-da! There, and then here a bit as well. Wow. So I'm thinking I have this piece here which I can use, and let me take out a punch. Okay, and hopefully it's gonna fit. So, because remember, I didn't punch out a whole page of this, just punched out some of it. Hopefully I'm gonna get it out successfully. Here we go. Right, so that's that, and we are going to add it here like this. Yes. Okay, so also the other thing I'm going to do is okay, so maybe I should tell you this now. If you have a YouTube channel, okay, And if you have Instagram, and it's not necessary to have Facebook or whatever, but I'd really, give first preference to people that have a YouTube channel, um, and at least Instagram, okay? And you don't have to have your own Facebook group, right? But if you have a YouTube channel and any other social media, it will just benefit you. But I really would like YouTube channel, guys and ladies, okay? And if you would like, okay, to join the Sannie Creates digital design team, okay? Losing my marbles here. If you have a YouTube channel and you would really like to join the Sannie Creates design team, then please send me an email. I am going to be doing what's this word? I'm going to be doing a design team call out, because I've really got a small design team of 4 ladies, and I think I'm putting a lot of pressure on them designing as quick as I do. So I am looking for to expand my design team. I kind of like to keep that, so I'm gonna do that from there downwards, maybe there. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I am also going to cut it down in size. There's it there. Okay, so is it from there to there? Just checking again. From there to there. Okay, now let's redo that. From there to about there. Yeah. So I'm going to, so what I will, what I always do is I leave my email address on my videos. Okay, so so you will see, just cutting it down a little bit more here. Give you measurements now. So you will see on my YouTube, on all my videos, that I do a just want to see if it fits in here, that I do leave my email address down below. I also leave my link tree below. Okay, all right, but please, can you use my email address to contact me if you would like to join the Sannie Creates well design team. But also, if you are contacting me, then can you just put in the subject design team 2024, okay, design team 2024, and then also can you put your social media handles, for example, what is your YouTube channel, and also whatever other social media platforms you have. I'm not interested in, on your personal platforms. Yeah, I'm not interested on your personal platforms. I don't mean to sound rude, but what I'm trying to say is the reason you are giving me that that handle is so that I can actually go and look at whether what you produce, and in terms of whether you will benefit from my kits, because it's no use you having a completely different style and I have a completely different style, and then I design kits and then you find it hard to use and stuff like that. So I'd like to see what you design, what your videos are like, etc, etc. Having said, you have a complete different style, okay, and you are I'm checking you out. When you send that to me, you are more than welcome to check me out as well. Okay, so you can join my Etsy. You can look at my Etsy store. I will leave the link on the link tree below. Okay, for you to have a look at it and see whether it's, you know, you are going to be able to work with my designs as well. So I will leave the link below. I've got a what's this one? I've got an Etsy store and I've got a Ko-fi store, but I haven't got all my things under the Ko-fi store. Okay, so you're not going to find everything over there. But you'll definitely find all my kits under the Etsy store. Okay, so that's going to go there and hopefully it'll fit. Fit. Come on, fit. I am willing it to fit. There we go. It's fitting. I will round the corners just now. It's a little bit wet. So in the interim, let us do the thing. I'm just inking here because it looks a little bit weird. Half inked and half not inked. Okay, so let's do the closure now. Right, so I'm going easy closure. I'm not going with a hard closure at all. Just thinking my edges here, finalizing them, or making those creases tight like that. Okay, and we've got all this left. I mean, you can just even put it in there like that. Who's to say you shouldn't? Even here like this. Okay, no one's to say any different. Right, so this is not going to fall out because this folds over, and it's not going to fall out from the top either because that folds over. So let's do this. We put this one here. So these are Velcro dots like that, and then this matching or the opposite of it, put it there, and then let's close it up. So that is done, ladies. That video is done. I am not going to go and create the big tag simply because this is the only piece these are kind of what I got left. But there is one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to round the edges here, and then I wanted to decorate it a bit. So this is your Friday freebie. Once again, I so apologize for it being late. It's no use me posting a Friday freebie, you know, without showing you what I do with it. Although there's no restrictions on what you do with your Friday freebie, but it's just because at least you'll have an idea. This is what you can do with it. So I do apologize for it being late. But it was, you know, events out of my control. These designs were up and ready to go on Friday. And then I also went out on Friday. So by the time I got back, I didn't, you know, and then my printer was weird on me. I just ran out of time to get it sorted. And yesterday, well, I was sorting it out. Right, so that's it. And then it's going to go in here, or you can, you know, you can put it into a pocket as well. And then you don't, oh, sorry, this is the last. You know, so if you put this into a pocket, then it can be a floating little booklet, not booklet, like, I don't know, like an ephemera holder kind of a thing. And then you don't have to do this. Okay, so that's basically it. I'm a little annoyed. I got the same images because I honestly thought I used the other side. But then I made amends over here where the images are kind of not the same. If you look at it, so they look a bit different, at least here. Okay, but the outside looks the same. Right, so ladies, that is it from me, Sannie at Sannie Creates. As I mentioned, I do have a new kit out. Please go and look at my Ko-fi and Etsy stores if you would like to purchase them. And then there are pinks and reds in them, the Valentine's theme. And then also, what else? My design team. If you would like to join my design team, please reach out to me. Okay, I want to finalize the design team by middle of Feb. Okay, So that's it, ladies. I do hope that you enjoyed this. I know there was a lot of talking, and I know some people don't like me talking, but there's certain things I have to get out. And instead of doing a video on it while I'm doing this, I do it. Um, so I apologize if this video wasn't for you. Okay. What else was I going to say? I'm going to end now. If you like this project, you know what to do. Please give it a thumbs up and also a comment. Tell me what you think about it. And the other thing is, if you haven't subscribed us yet, please consider subscribing if you like it. And then also the other thing is, and the main thing is, I wish you a blessed week ahead until I get back to you, which would probably be tomorrow, with a new project. Do take care, ladies. Lots of love from me, Sannie at Sannie Creates, and hoping your week ahead is going to be an awesome one. Bye.